So good morning once again to all of you. Let's discuss what is tense. How would you define the term tense? The term tense denotes the form of a verb which shows the time at which an action happened. ये एक वर्ब की फॉर्म है जिससे हमें टाइम के बारे में पता चलता है when the action happened, किस टाइम पर काम हुआ. It is through the verb form. So the tense shows two things. One thing, the time of the action, and the second thing, state expressed by the verb. एक तो हमें पता चलता है कि एक्शन कब हुआ, उसका टाइम, और दूसरा किस स्टेट में हुआ. If you look at these sentences, Reshma goes to school. Reshma went to school. Reshma will go to school. You have seen that the word underlined is the verb goes, went, will go. In the above sentences, goes, went, will go are the verbs. In sentence 1, the verb goes denotes the present tense and refers to the present time. In the sentence 2, the verb went denotes the past tense and refers to the past time. In sentence 3, the verb will go denotes the future tense and refers to the future time. By tense, we can understand the correspondence between the form of the verb and our concept of time. The verb form में और concept of time means present, past और future में correspondence क्या relation है, क्या link है. So time and tense are not the same thing. Please try to understand, time and tense are not the same thing. Time is a universal concept. It has three divisions: past, present, and future. Tense is related only to verb. Time relates to three divisions, which is universal concept, and the tense relates to only to the verb form. It's not necessary that if the verb is in the present tense, it will show only the present time. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हमारा अगर वर्ब प्रेजेंट टेंस में आ रहा है तो आपको प्रेजेंट टाइम का ही एक्शन पता चल रहा है. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. It is also not necessary that if the verb is in the past tense, it will show the past time. Look at the sentences. The match takes place on Sunday. Which tense is used here? Present. Takes place, first form with S or ES. Here the verb takes place is in the simple present tense, but it expresses an action that will take place in the future time. It relates to future action. Match takes place on Sunday. Sunday future में अभी आना है जबकि बात हो रही है. Then Mohan is about to come. Here present tense expresses the near future time. The sun sets in the west. It is a universal truth. Here it stands for all the three times: past, present and future. किसी भी टाइम की बात हो रही हो, this will remain same. Sun will set in the west only, whether it is past or present or future. So for the universal truth. Now one note is given to us here. They say modern grammarians believe that there is no future tense in English to express future time. We use the model auxiliaries shall and will with the present tense, etc., to express future time. But we are following the traditional grammarians in this book. According to them, English has three tenses: present, past, and future. क्या कहते हैं कि आजकल जो modern grammar आ रही है, what they say that there is no future tense to express the future time. These are the model auxiliary verbs, shall or will, with the present tense, which express the future time. But we are going according to the traditional view and the concept that there are three tenses. Coming to the table, the following table shows the different forms of the verb: present, past, and future time reference. If we go for the simple, one sentence is given to you in all the tenses, all the forms of different times. I write, I am writing, I have written, I have been writing, all the four forms of the present: simple, progressive, that is continuous; perfect, and perfect progressive, that means perfect continuous. Past, I wrote, I was writing, I had written, I had been writing. Future, I shall write, I shall be writing, shall have written, shall have been writing. Now forms of the present simple form. Please note down that there are three persons in the English language: first person, second person, and third person. Can anyone tell me the definition of these three? Which is first person, what is second person, and what is third person? Please raise your hands quickly. Yes, Mahek Meet Kaur. Very good. Please, beta, explain.
Ma'am, first person is the person who is talking, and the second person is the person to whom the first person is talking, and the
Yes.
third person is the person of which the talk is about.
Yes, very good, very good. First person is that person who is talking. Second person is that person with whom the first person is talking. And third person is that person about whom they both are talking. Can anyone give me the examples? Examples of first person, second person, and third person? Yes, Isha. Isha Sharma. Yes, beta. Unmute yourself. Can you give me the examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Here, Rohan is talking. Rohan said to Meera that Neha was absent in the class.
Beta, I need only the single word. For example, which are first person, which are second person, which are third persons. Single word which we use as subject, object for the first person. Yes. Which single word you can use as subject for the first person?
I.
I, yes. Plural of I.
Me.
We. If you make objects from them, make objects from these two subjects. What is object of I? You have done the voice also. You change the subject into object. Yes, Archana beta. Archana beta.
Ma'am, object for I is me and object
Yes.
for we is us.
Very good. I and we are the first person subject. And if we change the subject into object for the first person, from I, me, and from we take us. And we have some other word also from the first person. Any other word which you can name? कुछ और भी होता है फर्स्ट पर्सन से लिंक्ड, सब्जेक्ट हो गया, ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया, एनीथिंग एल्स? अर्चना? यस, खुशदीप? खुशदीप बेटा?
Ma'am, R.
यस,
R.
आर, ओ यू आर, और माई से मीन्स आई, मी और माई, उससे क्या बनेगा? माई. ठीक है, दीज आर द प्रोनाउंस, possessive pronouns we can say. I subject, me object, my is the possessive, and we subject, us object, are is the pronoun from that possessive pronoun. And who will tell about the second person? Riddhi? Riddhi beta, second person subject. What is the second person subject? Yes beta, Riddhi? Not able to unmute. Sushant? Yes beta, Sushant? What is second person subject and object?
The person, you.
Yes. Second person subject
we are
is
talking,
you. What is the
to whom
object?
we are talking.
Object is also
You.
you, and from that we make the possessives, that is your, Y-O-U-R, your, and possessive pronoun उसमें हम yours भी लेते हैं when we want to show the relation which we use in the letters or applications. Yours obediently, yours sincerely, S लगा देते हैं उसके साथ, there is no comma in between, we don't use any apostrophe S here. You are writing in the letters wrong when we put the inverted this apostrophe S. Clear? Then I, we first person, you second person, leaving aside these three words, all the rest, all nouns are in the third persons. Clear? आई, वी, यू को छोड़कर बाकी सारे ही सब्जेक्ट किसी भी पर्सन नाउन में हो, प्रॉपर नाउन में हो, कुछ भी हो, दे ऑल आर थर्ड पर्सन्स. क्लियर? जैसे ही, शी, इट और दे, उनसे हम आगे ऑब्जेक्ट बना लेते हैं. हिम, हर, पोजेसिव बन जाता है. दे से देम, देन पोजेसिव बनाते हैं हम उनसे हिज, हर, देयर, THEIR, देयर. क्लियर? So coming to the first tense, that is present tense, you must know the persons before that, because they have given the table according to the persons: first person, second person, third person. If we have sentence in the affirmative form, that is in the simple sentence, I write, first person, I with first form, then you write, he, she, Nitu writes. What is the rule? It means we use first form of the verb with first person and second person plus third person plural. Example is not given. अगर यहाँ पर हम दे कर दें, he, she और नीतू, इनकी बजाय यहाँ दे हो, तो फिर क्या होगा? They write. That means what is the rule with us? If we have subject as first person, second person or third person plural, then we use simple first form, and we use S or ES with the verb form, first form of the verb, if the subject is third person singular. So you must remember only one line, that we are to use S or ES with the first form of the verb if the subject is third person singular. Persons पता होंगे तभी ढूंढोगे आप third person singular. Negative, I do not write, you do not write, he or she does not write. That means if we are having simple first form, we'll use do not. If we add S with the verb, that means third person singular subject hai, then we use does not plus first form. Then no S will be added with the main verb. If the sentence is in the question form, interrogative form, do I write, do you write, does he or she or Nitu write? That means again the same rule, that if the subject is first person, second person, third person plural, then we use do, and if it is third person singular, then we use does. Coming to the next explanation. So we have seen that the simple present tense is formed by using the plain infinitive. Plain infinitive means first form, but S or ES are added to the bare infinitive. Bare infinitive means without to, infinitive without to, for the third person singular, as I have already discussed, he, she, and singular noun need to. That means we use S or ES with the first form of the verb if the subject is third person singular. We form the negative sentences by using does not or do not before the main verb. The interrogative sentences are formed by using do or does before the subject. The negative interrogative sentences are formed by using do or does before the subject and not after the subject. Clear? You can have the example of the short form also, but the short forms don't and does not, doesn't come before the subject. कि अगर आप do शुरू में लगा रहे हो, not बीच में लगा रहे हो, do I not sing, but if you use the short form, then don't will come in the beginning before the subject. Don't I sing, don't you sing, doesn't he sing. Clear? Now where we use, this is very important part for you, where we use present simple tense. कि आपको कहाँ इसको use करना है, कैसे आपको पता चलेगा that you are going to use your simple present tense. First thing, to express universal truths, facts and customs. The sun sets in the west, water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade, the earth revolves around the sun, the Hindus cremate their dead. You have seen these are the either the universal truths or some facts of history or the fact of science, scientific facts are there, or some custom is there. Then we use simple present tense. Second, to express habitual actions, any action that is your habit. आपकी habit है जो आपका daily routine में करते हो, habitual action है, for that we use present indefinite. I go to temple daily, my father goes for a walk in the evening or in the morning, he gets up at 4 a.m. daily, she walks to the office every day. These are the daily routine actions. Then coming to the next, to express a permanent state. Permanent state means जो fixed stage है, जिसको आप change नहीं कर सकते हो. My house faces west. मेरा घर घर का face जो है west की तरफ है. You cannot rebuild your house. Construct नहीं कर सकते immediately ना. Delhi stands on the bank of Yamuna. NH1, that is National Highway, leads to Amritsar. The house has 4 rooms. So all these are permanent states. No action can be, nothing can be changed. So these are given in the present indefinite. Then in exclamatory sentences, you know exclamatory sentences, when we give sudden feeling of anger, surprise, wonder, happiness, sorrow, then these are exclamatory sentences ending with the exclamation sign. There we use present indefinite. Look out. Here comes the bus. There goes the train. Then next is in the subordinate clauses beginning with if and when. In the subordinate clauses, you must understand when you write complex sentence, there are 2 clauses. One is a subordinate clause and the other one is principal clause. And this you have done in the conditional sentences also. This rule belongs to conditional sentence also. When the subordinate clause starts with if or when, it will take present indefinite. If you request him, he will help you. If he works hard, he will pass. When you go there, try to meet him. You have read in the conditional sentence that the second action is possible if the first action happens. If you request him, he will help you. अगर आप request करोगे तो वो आपकी help करेगा. If he works hard, he will pass. अगर वो मेहनत करेगा तो पास हो जाएगा. दोनों की एंडिंग में जब हम हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करते हैं तो गागे गी आता है, लेकिन दोनों में हम फ्यूचर नहीं यूज करते. What we use in the subordinate clause that starts with if, we use present, and in the second clause, that is principal clause, we use future. Then in the imperative sentences, you know the form of imperative sentence when the sentence gives you any request, any order, any command, any suggestion, any advice, that is imperative sentence, and it starts with the first form of the verb. Suggestions हैं तो let us के साथ भी हो सकता है, but we use here present tense, first form of the verb. Let us go out for a walk. Obey your elders. It starts with the first form of the verb, obey. Shut the door. Please give me a glass of water. So all these sentences relate to imperative form. Next is to indicate a planned future action or series of action when they refer to a journey. Any action that is already planned for the future. Future के लिए कोई action आपका planned है, and particular some series going to be followed, or it refers to any journey, then we use present indefinite. Though the action relates to future, please note down, for the future action we use present indefinite as we discussed in the beginning also. He comes here tomorrow. This aeroplane flies for London next week. Our examination commences on next Monday. We leave Delhi at 9 a.m. and reach Amritsar at 3 p.m. So all these are planned action which are going to happen in the future, but present tense is used. Then for the narrative events in a dramatic way, किसी भी event को जब आप narrate करते हो in a very interesting और उसको दूसरों का interest create करने के लिए, attention divert करने के लिए in that very dramatic way, then we use present tense. You might have heard the commentaries or some narrative events, कुछ narrate किया जा रहा है, आंखों देखा हाल जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, the sound is firing, sound of firing is heard. The hero is seen lying dead on the stage. Lights are switched on. Then coming to the next, in the running commentaries on sports events, you watch matches on TV. उसमें जब आप running commentary सुनते हो, this is all in present tense. Mohit passes the ball to Rohit. Rohit hits the ball straight into the goal. Next, to introduce quotations. If we want to write any quotation, we use the reporting verb in the present. Our teacher says, comma inverted commas begins, slow and steady wins the race. My father says, hard work is the key to success. Reporting verb says, used in the present tense. So you have noted in all the sentences that we generally use the following adverbs or adverbial phrases in the present tense. Always, often, daily, generally, usually, every day, every week, every month, frequently, etc. So when these adverbs are given in any sentence, it's quite clear that we are to use present indefinite tense. So remember these adverbs. Coming to the second, that is present progressive or the continuous tense. What form is used here? The present progressive tense is formed by adding present participle, that is first form plus ing, to the present forms of the auxiliary, that is to be form. Be form, you know, the helping verb that we take out of main verb be is am, are plus present participle. We use is for the singular, am for I, and are for the plural subject. She is singing, I am working, they are sleeping. The negative form is made by putting not after the auxiliary. She's not singing, or it can be short form isn't singing, I'm not working, and not working, A-I-N, then apostrophe T. This is a short form of am not. We don't write M. They are not sleeping, aren't sleeping. Interrogative form is formed by placing the auxiliaries before the subject. We bring the helping verb is, am, are in the beginning before the subject. Is she singing? Am I working? Are they sleeping? Then the interrogative negative form is made by placing the auxiliary verbs before the subject and by placing not after the subject. Not kahan place karna hai? After the subject. Helping verb before the subject. Is she not singing? Isn't she singing? Please note down, if you are taking the contracted form, short form ले रहे हो, तो फिर combined word आएगा isn't, aren't in the beginning before the subject. फिर आप अंदर not नहीं लगाओगे. After the subject not will not be used. लेकिन अगर आप separate ले रहे हो, is she not singing, तो not कहाँ आ रहा है? It is coming after the subject and before the main verb. Clear? But if you take the short form isn't, then not will not be used in between after the subject and the main verb. फिर आपने starting में उसको not को combine कर दिया helping verb के साथ. Am I not working? Are they not sleeping? Aren't they sleeping? Clear? The negative form of I am is am I not, but the contracted form is ant, A-I-N apostrophe T. Please note down this. Where we use the present progressive tense, the present progressive tense is used for an action that is in progress at the time of speaking. Action continuation में है, चल रहा है. He is reading a newspaper. The children are playing football. The girl is singing a song. I am doing my work. That means action is in continuation at the present time. It is used for an action that is in progress and will continue in future. Action progress में है, continuation में है, future में भी चलता रहेगा. It may not be going on at the time of speaking. लेकिन जरूरी नहीं है कि जब आप बोल रहे हो, जब आप कुछ कह रहे हो, उस टाइम पे वो एक्शन चल रहा हो. It will continue in future, but may not be at the time of speaking. He is learning English. My neighbor is writing a novel. कि अगर उसने English learn करनी शुरू करी है, it is in action, continuation. It will continue in future. लेकिन जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, जरूरी नहीं कि इस टाइम वो लर्न कर रही हो. ठीक है? It may not be going on at the time of speaking. It is used to describe an action that is planned to take place in near future. Any action that is going to take place in the near future, coming future आने वाले में. This refers to future time, but we can use here present continuous. I am meeting him tomorrow. He is going to England next week. They are not coming here on Monday. That is, action is going to happen in the near future, but we are having the plan for that and we are using here continuous tense. It is used to express disapproval of a persistent habit or something done again and again. कोई ऐसी persistent habit to disapprove that habit or something that is done again and again. बार बार जिस काम को repeat किया जाता है. For that also continuous tense is used. And we generally use the adverbs such as always, constantly, repeatedly, etc. Clear? She's continually watching movies on TV. Persistent habit है उसकी. He is always doing one mischief or the other. He is repeatedly making the same mistakes. They are constantly changing their statements. So please note down verbs of perception. Please note this point. Verbs of perception. Perception means जो आपके senses को denote करते हैं verbs. They are not generally used in the present progressive tense. Continuous form में हम उनको use नहीं करते हैं. For example, see, smell, hear, taste, know, understand, hate, like, want, wish. जो आपकी सेंसेस से रिलेट करते हैं कि आप सुन सकते हो, आप देख सकते हो, आप स्मेल कर सकते हो, इसके साथ हम ing वर्ड यूज नहीं करते हैं. Clear? They are used in the indefinite form only, simple first form only. Coming to the third, that is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense has the form has or have plus past participle. That means the third form of the verb. Be verb plus ed or en add करके हम third form बनाते हैं. Has is used with the third person singular and singular nouns, and have is used with the plural forms and I, we, you, and they. That means if the subject is singular, we use has. If the subject is plural, we use have, except I को छोड़कर बाकी सारे singular और plural के accordingly we use has or have plus third form of the verb. She has written this essay. I have completed my work. They have helped me. The negative sentences have the form have or has plus not or haven't or hasn't in contracted form. We haven't made any mistake. The interrogative sentences have the form has have in the beginning plus subject. Have you packed your all books? The negative interrogative sentences are formed by putting has, have before the subject and not after it, or haven't or hasn't before the subject. Have you not finished your homework? That means have in the beginning, then subject, then not, then main verb. Then uses of the present perfect, where we use the present perfect tense is used to express an action that has been recently completed. Recently means abhi abhi aapne koi kaam complete kara hai, for that you use present perfect. He has just left the place. She has finished her work. For the past actions whose time is not given, कोई ऐसा action जो कि past में हुआ लेकिन उसके लिए time mention नहीं किया गया. He has been to Agra. Has she cooked the lunch? I have met him before. No time is mentioned here, but the action is complete. With adverbs like already, often, recently, yet. When we use these adverbs in any sentence, we use present perfect tense. I have already read this novel. He has recently met the Prime Minister. She has not replied to my letter yet. For an action which began in the past and is still continuing. Past में action start हुआ and is in continuation in the present time. They have lived in the city for a long time. Past में शुरू हुआ, वहाँ उन्होंने रहना शुरू किया, अभी भी वहीं रह रहे हैं. He has been ill since Tuesday. I have always helped him. Coming to the next, that is present perfect progressive tense, that is continuous, perfect continuous. What form is used here? The present perfect progressive tense has the form has, have plus present participle, that is first form plus ing. The farmers have been plowing their fields since morning. The children have been playing for the last 2 hours. We are given here the time phrase also, that is since or for के साथ, preposition के साथ we are given the time phrase. Where we use since, where we use for. Must be clear to you. We use since if we are given the point of time, that means exact time. And if we are given the period of time, that is duration of the time, then we use for 2 hours, for 2 months, for 2 weeks, for 2 days. And since morning, since Monday, since January, since 1948, that means exact time or the point of time will take since. If we have duration of time or the period of time, that will take for. If we make the negative sentence, he has not been doing this work, I have not been going there. See the placement of not in between has and been. The interrogative sentences are formed by putting has, have before the subject. Has he been doing his work? Have you been going there? The negative interrogative sentences have the form has, have plus subject, then not. And if you take the short form, haven't or hasn't, that will come in the beginning. Hasn't he been doing his work? Not in between nahi lagaya gaya because we are using the short form. And not is added with that. Have you not been going there? Have in the beginning, then subject, then not, then been plus first form ing. Where we use present perfect progressive tense. The present perfect progressive tense is used to express an action which began at some time in the past and is still continuing. Past में action शुरू हुआ, still it is in continuation. It has been raining since morning. The farmers have been plowing their fields since 8 o'clock. He has been working for the last 2 hours. She has been teaching for 10 years. Then to express an action which has already been finished. Maybe the action is not in continuation. It has finished in the past only. He has been watering the plants, but is not doing so now. Ab nahi kar raha. She has been working all the day. I have been working in the field. So in this way, you have seen how the present perfect continuous tense is used for different actions, and please take care of using since and for the duration. We use for period of time, for, or for the point of time, or for the exact time we'll use since. So I hope everything will be clear to you now. I'll send you one assignment. Please go through this PDF once again and then solve that assignment.